What's up, everybody? Welcome to an episode of Daily Refinement. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. I earn a full-time living selling physical products on the internet. If this is your first time meeting me, this is episode number 6.5 out of 48, where we try to build a $1,000 income starting from zero publicly. So that store did not have any sales today, which is fine. Yesterday, we ended up listing, I think, 4 more items to hit that goal. We are doing this marathon style, meaning we're going to train 4 times a week or list 4 times a week and list $20 more than the previous week. You can start right now. If you guys want to get in on this, you can go down and check out my video on how to do this. It's free. And if you want to download the guide and follow along, the downloadable version costs $65, but you get half off with code YouTube if you want to follow along. But you don't need to buy anything. All you need to do is just list with me 4 times a week, and each week it gets progressively harder, just like marathon training, and do $20 more than the previous week. After 12 weeks or 3 months, you will be at $250 listed 4 times a week, which is $1,000 profit. Okay, so I don't care how many items, it's the amount of profit that's important. So let me go over today what successful resellers do. Okay, and this is the secret that no one talks about, which is it's actually easy for people to reach this goal because it's part of their schedule. And they have hard stops, and they've created obstacles that prevent them from being off track. Because it's very, very hard to stay on track if you're trying to think of what it is that you're doing. So let me give you guys an example of what my day looks like and why 250 listings a week is a piece of cake for me. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday, I have a mastermind call. And we go over some type of process that people are working on to get towards their goal. So I'll grab an idea like, okay, somebody presented a special shipping scale that saves you time. My fiance overheard that and she's like, you buy that right now. That's going to save you lots of time. Great. Look into it. That's what I'm working on during that 1 hour, right? Because the hard part of your business is improving it. You should do that first, right? So at 7 o'clock when my call ends, then I get ready to leave, and my lister arrives at 7:10 in the morning. Now he comes 5 out of the 6 days that I work. So I actually work on this 6 days a week between Sunday and Friday. And I get it. A lot of you guys don't have 6 days a week to work on your passion project, but I do. So I'm just giving you guys an example. You're competing against people who do this full time. So you doing it as a part-time person, make sure that your expectations are realistic for what you're trying to build. If you are trying to do this as a single parent, working full time with 3 kids, it's going to take you a little bit longer, right, than somebody who has 6 days of free time, double income, no kids, shares a household responsibilities with somebody else, and I have almost no bills because I'm living very frugally. It's very, very different than people who have a different situation. So understand where you're at and set your expectations to what you can produce. So at 7:10, we come here to my storage facility. When I did it from home, we would do it from home. It's the same. There's a hard cutoff for the day, which is 4:30 p.m. for me. At 4:30 p.m., I actually go to the post office and drop off the packages for the day. I don't need to do that. I can schedule a pickup for them to come, but I actually like that hard cutoff. That's the end of the day. Load up the packages in the car, leave. That's it. No more eBay. I get home around 5:40. It gives me time to take a quick shower or relax for about 20 minutes until my fiance comes home at 6 o'clock. She hates cell phones, which makes it really easy for me because that's all of my work is related to my cell phone. So I just don't use my cell phone after 6 o'clock. We hang out, talk. And the habit that we're trying to get into is actually going to work out as soon as she gets home. And we stole this idea from James Clear. When she gets home, we need to change into our workout clothes. If we don't change into our workout clothes, then we end up watching TV or eating junk food. But if we change into our gym clothes, we'll go for a run or we'll go work out. And then when we get back, we won't want to waste that workout, so we'll end up cooking something healthy. At that point, we're going to be extremely tired. So read a book, go to sleep. It's amazing. In fact, the first 3 weeks that we lived together, we didn't even turn on the TV. We didn't have enough time to watch TV. We ran out of time because we both wake up at 5:40 in the morning and it starts over again. By the time we're done working out and eating and talking, it's already time for bed. So that structure has made it so 250 listings a week is just the default. That's my default mode. James is here. He's here with the goal of making $600 per week. So he gets paid $2 per listing, $1 for photographing, $1 for describing, and then he puts the item away and he also picks for shipping. So what I do is I source online for 250 items and I ship. That's the division of responsibilities. That's how this works. I do live in California, and yes, the items are good here, but I invite anybody who thinks that it's easy in California to come here. Slap down your $2,000 minimum rent to live here. You have to buy a car. Your gas is going to be $1 to $2 more than everywhere else in the country. And trust me, 2 miles is 30 minutes of driving. So are you ready to do that? Are you ready to jump into California where it's totally different? I don't know, because it's definitely a level playing field if you source online. So I recommend what a $1,000 a week income looks like. I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like 10, $15 items a day. That's it, 10. If you're doing this by yourself, I recommend a higher ASP of around $40 at least. And I want to clarify for the people who are confused and think I have conflicting advice, because I also do the 10 by 10 by 10 model, which is my replenishable store. And I have one product that sells every single day and earns $2,700 per month net. And I want to get 10 of those. That product has an ASP of $15. Okay, but it only costs me less. It costs me less than $1 to get it. So that item, less than $1, I sell for $15. I net $10 on it because it's a lightweight item, even though it's only $15. But you're saying, oh, Chris, it doesn't match your $40 thing. Try not to apply one concept to a different model because it's not going to match. That one is $10 profit, but I can keep reordering the same thing. The one-off items take more time. I want to earn at least $15 profit. And if it's a clothing item, I actually want to earn $25 profit because it's a lot more work to sell a piece of clothing than it is a pair of shoes or a jacket, because it has to fit a certain way and there's so much competition and you have to measure it and you have to describe the color accurately. There's a lot of reasons for returns when it comes to clothing. So it does take a certain setup to make that work efficiently. Clothing is a difficult category because of the competition. It is where a lot of resellers want to start. It's probably the most popular form of reselling, but it is challenging. And for me, I just don't want to do it anymore because I'm trying to accomplish my goal with the least amount of struggle. And clothing is challenging because most clothing is $20 and non-replenishable. So non-replenishable and cheap, which is the opposite of the two models that I'm trying to show you guys, which is either replenishable or higher. So I'm not giving conflicting advice. It's two separate models. Okay, so I'm building two different kinds of stores for you guys to check out. So this is the structure of my day. You would say, Chris, can't you just do 50 listings yourself? I can, but I am utilizing the work of James in order to do those 50 items a day. That's $500 for him of the $600 that he needs in order to pay his bills. So how does he make up the extra 100? James thrifts for me. So he's looking for specific items. He knows what I like. He knows my ASP has to be at least $40. So he's out there hunting for me, and he makes at least $100 a week finding stuff for me, but it's actually much higher than that. James has made $1,000 before in a week just with the items that he brings me because I'm very generous in what I pay him, because I don't have to do any of the sourcing or describing or listing or photographing or putting it away. It's like, it's almost free money because he's doing 100% of the work, including finding the item, right? So you need to understand what your person is looking for. So if I wanted to double my income, the way I would approach that is, instead of 50 items per week, I would need 100 items a week. So I would need to figure out how to get twice as many items through online arbitrage. And I would need one more James. I would need Jane. James and Jane could take care of this whole process for me. And I would have to do twice as much shipping and twice as much customer service. And things would get a little bit more fuzzy. I would probably, to be honest, I'd probably stop doing YouTube. If I was going to go that route, the time has to come from somewhere. You have to make some kind of a sacrifice. So the reason why I do YouTube is reselling is a little bit lonely. So I like coming out here and giving you guys ideas and thoughts because it's a way for me to unwind. It's a bit of a grind making this work, guys. So it's really important to start building a ritual. And it comes down to triggers, rewards, and cravings. And so what happens is you might get a craving to go eat some ice cream. you need something to curb that if you're trying to break that habit, like an orange or something. So every time you want to have an ice cream, eat an orange first and a glass of water. You might forget about your ice cream by the time you've already done that. You need some kind of a way to make up for it. So it's important to recognize what your schedule looks like. And these hard stops make it really easy. The fact that my fiance doesn't like cell phones makes it so I can't really work into the evening and burn myself out for the next day. The fact that James comes at 7:10 means that I have to be ready to go to work at that time. The fact that the post office closes at 5 p.m. means I have to leave by 4:30 to get it done. So these hard stops have made it easier for me to make reselling a ritual. And so it's very straightforward, and I'm not even thinking about it. And that's when you see people performing their best. If you want to talk to the top athletes and you interview them after, they're like, I don't know what happened. I wasn't thinking about it. They've trained and created so many stops and things in their life to the point where success is just their routine. They're just used to it. Success has become a habit for them. Success has become a ritual. So hopefully this is useful, guys. This is sort of a day in the life of what reselling looks like for me. If you have any questions or you want to follow along, you can check out the free video guide below, which explains how to do this. You can download the guide and follow along. It does include a spreadsheet for tracking your sales. The reason why you have to download your own version is because this version changes almost every single day. I'm updating it as we go. So as we continue, after this 48 weeks of updating it, the guide is going to be incredible, and you have unlimited access to it because it's going to improve week after week after week after week. And at the end, it's going to be more comprehensive. But the most important way to use it is to type in your goals. Download a version of it. Then, so you're going to buy the guide. You're going to get a link to the Google document. You're going to go to the Google document, download your own copy, and you're going to plug in your own number so you can see what it takes. And if your goals are to earn $700 a week, but you only have a $200 plan, then you're going to be short $500 every single week. Okay, so you need to have a $700 plan for a $700 objective. So hopefully that's useful, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on episode number 7. Take care.